Hello everyone, Grosby here. Welcome back to another video. Oh my gosh, I have not posted an actual video since, I don't know, August of literal last year, 9 months ago. Other than the journey video, they got 2.5 thousand views. I haven't done anything on my channel. But today we are going to be going through every single journey album cover in existence, well, kind of, and going through a tier list. We're gonna be going through these in chronological order, not the ones that we have down here. We're not going Arrival first. But okay, so first we have Journey, which is quite a unique album, but it's because it's their first album. And it looks like everyone's floating on mountains. They're having a great time up there. And the color scheme is a bit washed out because it was literally taken in the desert, I believe so. Not like in a studio or whatever, and they had a camera up there. I don't even know how they got the bottom of that guy's foot. Color scheme isn't that great. You can see where the sheet was placed on the ground. You can see the wrinkles of it. I'm gonna put a solid B tier. Journey. Next we have Look Into the Future, which is when they first started getting their orb in their albums. And then they have the four members in holographic form in the back rooms, which makes sense. So since it's the back rooms, I'm gonna put this one at the A tier. Next we have, it literally looks like a jazz album, which is ironic because this is the album where they were trying to go away from jazz fusion and stuff like that. They obviously did not have a single design person with this. They just typed, oh, this is a nice font, and then they put next inside of the O. Yeah, that one's going D tier because we have worse than that. Next we have In the Beginning, which is a compilation album of their 3 previous albums. For some reason the quality of these images for In the Beginning are absolutely horrible. For some reason, I have no clue why. Overall, it doesn't look that good. It has the orb with wings with the Infinity 8 around it. Color scheme doesn't really look that appetizing. Red and blue with black background. They could have gotten more creative. I also put that one at D tier. Next we have Infinity, which is the first album with Steve Perry in it. It's honestly one of my favorite album covers. It has the moon for some reason in it, and it has the Infinity 8 around it, and it has the wings. It has the orb, which is turned into an earth now, or not really an earth, more of just a picture of something. It has a nice glow to its background, and it's overall pretty good, so I'll give that A tier. Next we have Evolution. I don't really like the color scheme with the green and dark red here, along with the blue in the background. It does have 2 planets now because it's after Infinity. I don't really like the color scheme, so I'm gonna put it at a C tier. Next we have Departure, which is Rainbow Boy. The beetle has appeared. He's going from one planet to another, and he's going from the one planet in the bottom wing of Infinity, and he's going to the big Earth. So that's kind of a cool Easter egg right there. It has a cool journey rainbow outline, which is also a cool addition, and it has the words outside of the outline, which is also a good place to put it. So I'm going to put this one at A tier. We have a couple albums. Their next studio release is Escape. In chronological order, of course, we have Dream After Dream for the Japanese film. This is honestly a pretty creative interpretation. We have a swan dove type thing going to the moon, and it's on some sort of earth. I'm not sure which reference this has to the movie because I've never watched it, but it is pretty cool, so I'll put that at B tier. Next we have Captured, and honestly it looks sick. It's literally infinite. They keep going. I'm not sure how many it actually goes in, but I think it's literal infinite. It's a circle, and on the back of the album it is also a circle, and because it's a record, it's a circle inside of the circle, so that means it's just a keep going. Since it's that creative, I'm putting it at S tier. Okay, so now we have Escape. This is obviously the most popular album, and it has a great album cover. I think this is like the first in the chronological order of the Beetle, because like after that would be Departure in the chronological order of the Beetle, because the Beetle escapes from the orb here, because it's been in the orb all this time, and then it travels back to the orb from Infinity and Evolution. But overall color scheme, pretty good looking. We have a good teal, green, blue, and then it fades to black at the bottom. And we have this beam coming off of the Beetle now, and the Beetle looks more robotic. And so because of that, I'm putting that at S tier. All right, so what we got next? Frontiers. So Frontiers is different from the rest of the Journey albums, mainly because it went from Journey with their spheres, with their wings, with their Beetle, and now it's a literal human on like something. I don't even know what that is. Like we have just 80s robot something, science fiction, I don't know. It doesn't stick with their previous albums, but it is designed well, so I think it's a solid C. We got Raised on Radio, and like the Frontiers one, it is not staying true with their Beetle design and their orbs, but it does look really cool because it's literally a radio station or that says Journey on it, but like with, I don't think it has vowels. The logo at the top, which they have not done before with like the title of the album, is cool, so I'll put that at an S tier. So then Journey went on their hiatus, so here we go with a couple compilation albums here. First we have the Greatest Hits album. Now I actually have this vinyl, so it's like pretty decently cool. It's the classic Beetle with the wings. It's going from the planets like it is on Departure, except the planets are now blue and red and they're just spheres, and they have Journey art surrounding it. Overall, I like it. The color scheme is kind of good, I guess. Like the red background doesn't really go well with the red inside of the wings, which I don't like. That's my only criticism about it, so I will put it at A tier. Next we have Greatest Hits Live. What is this? Who is this person, and why are they holding the Journey sphere with the infinity around it? Why are you, what? I don't like this one. It's weird. I don't like it at all. So Greatest Hits Live is going to F. So Time 3 is like all their good songs before Trial by Fire, and it's what they thought were like the best. And look at this. It's literally a rover of the Beetle with like a horn on it coming out of molten ground with many spheres in the sky, along with notes of San Francisco terrain. Like, what is this? It is literally the best designed album here. Journey Time 3 is literally S tier. We have Trial by Fire. What creative ideas did you have, Journey, whoever made the album cover? How did you do this? First of all, you could see the winged Beetle with the sphere on the pot there, but other than that, why is there a person with a cat head and like bird feathers? Why is there a child in a boat? There's the infinity earth over there. Also, that palm tree is a bird. Now you can't unsee it like that now. Then there are people pouring water. Very weird, but it's not badly designed. It's in the desert somewhere, an oasis maybe, so I will put that at C tier. Oh boy. Now we have the two single albums that came out of Trial by Fire. We have If He Should Break Your Heart and When You Love a Woman. Now, you probably didn't know these had album covers. They do. Let's start with When You Love a Woman here. A bird with a human body and bird wings. When can you make up your mind on like what you're doing? You're behind like a volcano, which I thought was a tree first, and then like you're in a savanna now. Like, what are these mixtures of birds and humans doing? Like, the wings are staying there. There's no like Journey Beetle. It's strange. I'll put it at E tier. Now, when He Should Break Your Heart, what is bro doing? First of all, he's a shark and a human. Is he rizzing up that rock over there? I'm sorry, that rock is not a human. You have to understand that. And it's like a waterfall on the head, and he's like stretching, he's trying to rizz her up. When sad truth is she doesn't actually exist. There's a gift on the Beach for some reason too. It's like really weird, so like it's also going at E tier. Arrival is next, which is their album with Steve Augry. For some reason there are two Arrival album covers. The main one is the one with the black background, which I think looks pretty cool. It looks like a badge, and I'll put that at B tier. And then the one that's in like the rocks or the sand or whatever, I'll put that in A tier because it just has more space on it and like it's more shiny kind of. And then we have the Essential Journey album. We have the classic Departure Beetle. It's no longer robotic. It has a cool background too. Cool font too, with the reflection on it. It looks very 80s, even though the album was made in like the thousands. So I'll put that one at A tier. You've probably never heard of this, but Red 13. This is one of their EPs that was deleted off of everywhere a year after it was made. So like it contains Steve Augry in it. It had like 4 songs, and it's a pretty decent album. Very low quality for some reason on literally every image I try to find it on. It just looks like the Beetle trying to find the sun. It's not very creative, but like it exists. It's the Beetle, so like I'll put it at a solid C tier. All right, and then we have Live in Manila. For some reason this is also in here, and it's just a classic Journey with, it's like the orb in the background. We have the wings, we have the Beetle. Classic. Definitely putting that at B. Color scheme's pretty well too. And then we have Generations, which is kind of looks like the captured one. Looks like it is in a galaxy with like a planet circle behind it, and it is shooting off a laser somewhere where I do not want to know where that was going. Probably to destroy Earth, and overall looks really creative, so I do like it. So it is going in A tier. Next, Revelation. Now we have the classic Journey Beetle. This time it has bigger wings. On like the top bit of the wings gets bigger from the bottom. Not only does it change color, there's also a very fire. There's sun in the background, beams. Yeah, and then there are wings coming from the bottom that looks like they were photoshopped from Departure. So I'm not sure where this would go on the Beatles chronological story, but like maybe after Departure it would come out of its own wings and create the new ones, where it would go to the Live in Manila one because it's literally the same. I think this is also A tier. Now we have Greatest Hits 2, which is basically the exact same thing as Greatest Hits 1. Just the background is changed color. Definitely suits it better as a blue background instead of a red one. So that was the only thing holding me back last time, so this is definitely S tier. With Eclipse, I think it looks pretty cool because it's not only some sort of moon with the sun behind the Beetle, but it also depicts the wings and the Beetle and the sun, and it is literally an eclipse, and it's all one color, so that is also an S tier. Now we have their latest album, which is Freedom. This one is pretty cool. It's graphic designy, which is okay. It looks pretty modern. It has the orb. It actually has a gem below the Beetle this time. If you look closely, the Beetle looks actually drawn, so the Beetle doesn't exist, and the wings are just classic with their design. The color scheme looks good. The Journey logo looks good, and the gradient that they have there. The font looks good. Everything looks good in this image, so this is going into S tier. So I will put this tier list in the description if you want to make this yourself, and I will see you all in the next video.